the old engines. One day, Edward was sitting in the yard. He was sitting in an old shed when Bill and Ben arrived. Hi, Edward. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm just resting for my next train. Oh, is that what it is? No, I think he's collecting cobwebs. I used to. Bill and Ben looked up at Edward. What do you mean by that? Yeah. Have I ever told you about the engines that used to work the line up to Suttery and here? No. Alright. Let me tell you a story. When I used to collect cobwebs inside the shed, there were 3 other engines. One of them was called, I think his name was Max? It was a 3-letter name. The other 2 I know very well. One of them was called 98462, and the other one, 87546. 98462 and 87546 were both rude to me and Henry, but they got along with Gordon just fine for some reason. The red engine, who was a tank engine, but still had respect from Gordon somehow, was, okay-ish. He did pick on me, but he knew when enough was enough. Unlike the 2 other engines.
We are the future.
87546 would always say.
You are the past. An antique. A relic.
Thomas, who was still new, tried to stick up for me.
Oh, shush it, Thomas.
We are the new, younger engines. So keep that smoke box of yours down to the ground.
That is enough. You 2 leave. You 2 got a train to pull. If it wasn't for that red engine, I think they would go on for hours until the end of the world, Edward said with a chuckle. They sound rude. Indeed. That's not even the worst part. Did you know they yelled at the first Fat Controller? Bill and Ben were shocked. No one had ever spoke to the first Fat Controller. Go on, Edward, please. Yes, please. Alright. Where was I? Gordon came down with boiler ache, and of course 87546 jumped to the opportunity to take the express.
Oh, poor you, Gordon. Me and 98462 can take your train.
Gordon, who was sick, did not put up that much of a fight. So it was arranged. 87546 at the front of the train, 98462 at the back. When the guard's whistle blew, they set off.
Come on. Oh, no, I don't have time.
The 2 engines rocketed past Wellsworth Station. They soon began to climb the hill. They were struggling, but at last they made it over the top.
Haha! Oh no! Look out!
The engine started picking up speed all the way down to Marin. That's where the red, small tank engine was at. When he saw them coming down the hill, he whistled horrifyingly. That caught the signalman's attention, and he switched the points, causing them to go into a side.
Ow!
87546 was pushed through the buffers and onto his side, while 98462 somehow stayed on the rails, except he was derailed. The coaches miraculously stayed on the rails, and the red engine took them away. Then the first controller arrived, Sir Derek Topham Hatt. He looked at the 2 engines and spoke.
Sorry, sir.
I don't want to hear it. Michael? Yes, sir? Please, call up Baron for a scrapyard.
What?
Tell them, do they want 2 tender engines?
Sir,
But the director was walking away.
you get back here, you coward. Face me. I said face me, you coward.
Bill and Ben froze. They were too shocked to speak. Until Ben finally found his voice. What happened to the red one? It's unknown. I hope he's doing better, though. I really hope he is. Soon Edward left to get his train, leaving Bill and Ben to wonder if the story he told was true or fake. When Boko arrived, he noticed Bill and Ben were unusually good for 10 days.